At the end of the last video I mentioned I wasn't going to record for this Let's Play for a while. I was going to get the early videos up on YouTube before recording any more. And that's exactly what I've done. So I'd like to start this video by thanking those of you who've not only been viewing these videos but given the odd like or comment and feedback as well. So thank you for that. So at the start of this video, 5 to 7 days later or so, I've actually got a lot to discuss. I should probably start by critiquing some of my play. I've actually had a bit of time to play the game in my own time, so to speak, so I've been doing that a bit on a higher difficulty on Apollo. So I feel as if I'm much more clued up than I was in the first 8 or so videos, but I guess we'll see over the course of the rest of the Let's Play. So the first thing first I should show you is the view active agreements. I'm not sure I've actually shown this before. So you can actually cancel agreements from here, which I didn't know previously. So that's definitely useful to know. One thing I probably also haven't mentioned, I think I might have cut it out of one of the videos, is how fear works. You can see here fear is an indicator of how much strength you have in comparison with this civilization. So fear basically is an indication of how many military units and the strength of those military units. It may be the power of your cities as well, actually. I'm reasonably sure that that is the case. It takes that into account as well to a certain amount. So this is very important when securing extra relationships.
What have you got?
The higher your fear rating, the more likely you are to keep on good terms with people. This whole diplomacy relation system is very complex. It's much more complex than I realized. What's really amazing about it is this trait system. So it makes every single game different because they always pick different traits, each and every leader does. So you use this to keep leaders on side, keep them happy. So that's something I'm definitely going to have to be keeping an eye on. If this was on Apollo difficulty, I'd probably be already at war with the Australians, but it's a tiny bit more forgiving at this difficulty level. Now there's a few other things I should mention as well, which I've probably forgotten. I've got written down here. I think, yeah, let's go back into this diplomacy screen here, the traits. Now, this whole city development thing, I think Fraxis had done a pretty bad job of showing the differences between these two. Now it seems that this bonus is absolutely massive, but in reality this bonus is actually bigger than these three bonuses. I think this gives, what was it, about 7.5% for each level of these bonuses, maybe less than that, 6.25, something along those lines. And these are flat bonuses, so I was really confused about this. I'm really glad I ended up taking this because it was well worth taking. If I had known that these are flat boosts to your city development, then I actually would have taken this perk trait very early on and actually upgraded these before upgrading those, because they're much more valuable than these. These are 10% and they're much less. So I've actually got another trait I could be taking here with my diplomatic capital. I'm going to be doing that shortly. But I'm going to switch back to diplomacy. I'm actually going to change my relationship status if I'm able to. I'm not able to. I was hoping I was able to make a cooperative agreement with Chun Su. I guess not then. If I'd have done that, he's actually on good terms with Duncan, so that would have helped out there. So hopefully I can get a tiny bit more respect and do that with him. In hindsight, with many of these, I actually probably would have raised their status to cooperative much earlier on when I initially met them. That's what I probably do in future Let's Plays or games. Right, so I've got a bit of movement to do before I end the turn. So I've got a worker over there, and I've got 2 trade vessels here. So let's get establishing of trade. Right, just a trade vessel, trade convoy. Change origin city. Let's move that to Falah. Hopefully that's right now. And let's establish a trade route here. So I think my city locations are okay. Arguably I should have placed this next to the titanium and then moved it up there, because titanium is such an amazing tile. It's even better than it was in the base game, I think, in many ways. So where do I want to trade here? Falah, Aswat. I need to get Aswat having more production here, don't I, to get that up and running. So let's do that. Okay. I recently got an agreement with Australia, didn't I, to get an extra couple of trade routes. I think, yeah, I've already done that. Right, so this worker, where's this growing to? That's actually making one. I think I should. I've got one worker there, one worker there. I'm actually gonna take this worker up north as well. I need to get it to this city or outpost when it completes, preferably. I really should have this guy up here already. Bit of a fail on my part there. One thing I definitely made mistakes on is getting my trade up a bit, not quite as quickly as I could have. I sent a really bad trade route to Australia, which I shouldn't have done. I don't think I realised how bad it was. And also, I didn't realise that you could enter a nest and clear the miasma, so I could trade there earlier. If I'd have traded a bit faster, maybe I could have got a colonist out a bit earlier on. Now, founding both of these cities up here, I'm definitely going to have to get a military up soon. I don't have really any military so far. I'm not really in any risk yet, but that will change if I don't get a military up within the next, I don't know, 30 turns. Right, so we've actually completed some quests here. We actually got a spy in service up and running. So quest complete. Stepan versus a new world. Quest decision. Okay. Continue to supremacy. Yeah, I definitely want supremacy. With the amount of racks that we've got, yeah, I think it was a definite way to go. Okay. So select project. I'll do the success one. Not that I'm gonna keep many agents in the capital though, probably. So let's check this out then. So I can do all of Australia. I can only do one of them. There's two of these guys. Right, I don't know about Eintracht, so I'm gonna have to find out about that. There's those two. Oh crap! Deep Castle's in massive danger there. I don't think they're at war with anyone. I don't know what's going on there. It must be a Kraken or something. We only know one of his cities, so I'm gonna have to use that to find those two. Right, so I'm actually gonna stick all of these in Australia, I think, unless we've got a quest. What's this? Perform steel science in Jimboomba. Well, that's where I was gonna put it anyway. Okay. Now my spies aren't gonna be all that amazing. I've actually been playing with the Arc faction in my own time recently, and their spies are amazing, definitely. But we should be able to get a lot out of these still, hopefully. Right, actually I meant to pick a trait as well, didn't I, last turn, so I am going to do that now. By picking this, I actually give the AI a chance of arranging an agreement with me, so it's probably a good idea to maybe fill out all your traits straight away and then go deeper into each one, arguably. So what decision am I going to make here? There's some which are downright poor, probably. So I'm pretty sure I know which one I'm going to do. That one tempts me a bit because my station, I've already got a perk that, a virtue that gives me a boost out of them. That's probably would be my second choice here. But I think I'm going to go for straight up military production. I can still make a wonder which gives me an extra 30% boost, so my military units could be incredibly cheap. So let's get that. I'm not sure if I'll level that one up straight away. I might level that out and I might change that eventually, I'm not sure. Okay. So we don't know about Eintracht, do we? So let's go and find out about that city. I don't know about Shackleton either. Okay. My diplomacy summary. I've got to be incredibly careful if any of these reach 0, because then we'd be in big trouble. We wouldn't be able to stand an invasion by them. I think at that level it might be okay. We've got to keep an eye on Australia the most. They're the most likely to declare war on me. So I also have to keep an eye on these traits as well. There's ways I can increase our relations. If they respect us, they probably won't declare war on us if even if their military is a lot bigger. So that's kind of the key to diplomacy, it seems. Keeping your levels up until you have a big enough army. Right, so this cutter, I think I'm still doing exploring. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring the cutter. I'm going to find out about those two cities because I don't know about them. I probably should have waited to do that in a minute. So I'm going to find out those two cities. I'm going to bring this one back up north. I'm probably going to bring that to defend this city just in case to get anyone coming over, and I'll use the Ripper to explore. The Ripper's crap in terms of military strength, so I just use it. Yeah, there's not much point in having it defend anyway. Okay. Right, so we've got Explorer coming up here. That work can go back down there in a minute. Got C. Brazil have got an armor up here. I don't think it's a way to... Oh, is that a nest? Yeah, it is. I'm still not killing nests though, of course, because the aliens are friendly to me. Oh, they might have just destroyed it. Actually, maybe that's why the capital's in trouble there, if they've been attacking the aliens. Right, this is basically done now, isn't it? There's a satellite down there. I should probably get down there quick. So let's put down auto. Farah's got a colony. Establish thingamajiggy. I'm gonna give this to Midfa. Get that up and running. My health is gonna tank in a bit. Once that comes online, I'm gonna have to do something about it. I don't even know what my health is like in these places. 5, 2, 0. Yeah, there's quite a few buildings. I should be able to get up still there. Farah then. What am I making here? That's about to get done. I need health, don't I? That's gonna tank, so let's get that. Instead of that then, I'm going to put a trade vessel in the list above it. Okay. I should probably lock down some of these tiles as well, but not going to yet. One turn until that one comes online, so I think I'll get that over to there. Okay. And next turn, money's really good, which is surprising. My culture's dreadful, but I got a lot of culture boost early on. Now, I think there was a spying bonus that I could have used for one of my artifacts. Maybe I should be using that instead of the Wonder one. There's that Wonder one's amazing though, isn't it? The spying one, if I can find the right one, that one there. The thing with the Wonder is, I've no idea how much it costs to make the Wonder. I assume it costs something. It could be like 400 production, it could be 1200 production. And there's no way for me to really find out unless I actually, well, look on Google and get lucky and find it on some sites or try it out. So I think I'm going to try it out just because it looks so amazing. 30% is crazy. I mean, I could get 25% off that trait. I could get another 35% off that. That's 55%. I could maybe get down to there later on. So that would be 70% production off military units, which would be pretty incredible. So that would make domination victories a heck of a lot easier. So I don't think I'm going to take the covert one. Hopefully I can get some more artifacts and take them both, because I would like that covert one. It's very good. Now, I think that's a submarine. Submarines are amazing. I can't wait to get some of those online. It's going to be a key unit for this game, I think. The AI arguably has the odd issue maybe in defending yet, so I haven't played enough to really know yet, but I kind of got that vibe of them playing with the art game on Apollo I have been playing recently. Okay. I got up to about 150 turns of it on Apollo, and I think it was doing pretty well. I haven't actually completed the game on Rising Tide yet, though. Right, so we're trying to find Eintracht with this guy. Okay, so that might have found it. Right, so that's coming up here. So it looks like that city's now online, so health is dipped. So we're not growing very much, and our culture's even worse. Okay. Go there. Right, that fat alien decided to sit on the tile which I was going to. That explorer can get back over here. That can come down there. Wow, they're in trouble, aren't they? Hopefully it is bug. Well, it has to be bugs. If I go into here, you can see the relationship status. There's cooperating and all the others are neutral. So the bugs are giving them a tough time at the moment. Right, so we've got 2 trade vessels. I think I could do that one. I'm not sure it's the best actually, but if I can get that to pop 10, that'd be great. Might be able to cancel the agreement with Australia and still have an extra trade route. So this one, I think I did that one as well. I should probably keep. Well, there's at least a couple of stations I want to trade with, but not quite yet. Might trade to the stations with those. See though. Right, so let's get trade depot up there. 310s, brilliant. Let's wait for the alien to move. Okay. And next turn. I've noticed that one trait that 3 of the AIs have taken is generous, and that to qualify for that trait, to increase your respect, you have to have cash reserves, I believe. So I probably want to get this up quite a bit, then I can get extra respect with all of those. I'll have to show you in a minute. Okay, so diplomacy, where is it there? Generous. So yeah, I think 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's certainly an area of the game that I need to focus on. Australia, who are my biggest threat because they're nearest to me. That one is the most powerful military unit. That's actually quite easy to get done. None of the affinities is too high yet, which is lucky for me. What's the other one? Hutama. Intrigue, that should be easy to do, maybe. As long as no one spies on me. And territory size, so that's increasing culture and buying tiles, I think. Right, so let's find out about this one. 3 turns to get this, a long time. Right, this can go back to protect there. Right, looks like that's recovering. I don't think the aliens did enough. Our sea-based defenses are absolutely terrible. The NSA actually get a boost in that area, so their sea-based cities and actually have a lot more in defense. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. Or if that's way too vulnerable, anything can take that. They could sneeze on it and take it. Right, this worker can come over here. Trade convoy. Right, so I think we've found out about Eintracht. I'm gonna move up towards Shackleton, I think now. Right, we were trading with Ban and Musa. Probably, what's my production like? It's not too bad, so yeah, let's get the science and the money up. It's pretty good, isn't it? I don't know how you find out the level of a station, but I think it's a level 3 station because I'm getting, which is the maximum now. We've done 3 successful trade routes, so this is capped out the money on it and all the bonuses. So that's the level of 2, that's the level of 1, that's the level of 1. I've still got a quest with Taco Bell or Golden Pal. Right, he's moved off there. Let's move there. Okay. I'm sure I had another worker coming up here somewhere. There it is. Right, good. Okay, so next turn. Money's great. Oh, probably because of Banamusa, wasn't it? This guy is probably going to be quite easy to keep relations at high with, because he's got a couple of things that I do well. Production. There's one other as well, which I can't quite remember currently. My biggest threats are Australia currently, and the NSA are going to be the closest to my... Right, I don't like that. He's probably going to wreck that nest.
Robots do not complain, question, or rest, which makes them good role models for the rest of you.
Okay, so we completed robotics and have cat jets, availability, water plant, fraxite mine manufactory.
Progress begins with someone saying, there has to be a better way to do this.
Okay. So I kind of want to stick a military unit on there to prevent them from taking out. Eventually I would want my borders to encompass that. It's only 2 fraxite there, so actually keeping a nest on that site would be a good idea for me rather than those 2 when I eventually get around to destroying them, but yeah, not for a while. This project activated, trade slot open. Right, that's done next turn, so I can move to there basically. Now my military, my affinity upgrade means I can upgrade my military in a couple of places. So I don't believe we have any of those units though, so there's not much point in me actually doing this yet. So I'm gonna ignore it for the time being. Okay. It's a good idea to build units before you get their upgrade because they're cheaper, but it's not always possible, certainly at the start of the game. Right, so there's miasma here, which I'm going to have to get rid of first, I believe. This is coming back up here. Okay. And I can find out with Shackleton. Okay. Right, which tile? Right, it's that eggs. Gotta move towards. And this tile is the titanium, of course. Let's get over there. Okay. Let's check the diplomacy situation. So that's on 6 now, and that's enough for me to change our stance towards each other. So if I change this, relations with the big guy should go up as well. So 3 of 9.
제가 도와드릴 일이 있습니까?
I don't know if I know all the ways you can increase respect yet, but I know a few. So I'll detail them later on now. Right, so cooperating. Okay, so we like to keep our friends close, he says. And let's exit there. There you go. So that's increased respect because he also likes him. So that makes him less likely to attack us. Now I don't believe his respect is enough for me to change our relationship either, which I actually want to do as well. Okay. So the longer I can keep the AI's passive, the longer I'll have to build up militarily. Now I've got a decision to make here. I'm probably going to need some defenses at some stage. So I either want the rocket battery or the defense perimeter. Now I usually go for this, but I think in this case I may go for this because I want the station sentinel. I can probably use that on a couple of stations and get a lot more out of them. It says, it mentions that the rates are doubled and the defense is doubled. Is that what it says? So I think that would be very good for us. So I'm going to go for that. Sadly that wonder went. And actually wonders are a way you can actually increase respect with the AIs. So if that's a wonder I often build. So that's maybe I should go for that instead, but I don't know. Right, so this place, I need to get my health up. Dry dock, that's 2 production, and production for naval units. Cycler, older relic. Now I think I'm going to get that up, even though it doesn't really work on ocean tiles. I need the culture. I think there's someone who likes culture as well, so that will improve relations with them. Okay, so could increase the population, couldn't I, with this instead? Oh wow, maybe I should. 1 turn to do that. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to. Okay. Next turn. Right, so our health level, it meant he's lost respect, so it's probably back down to 3. I probably need to be keeping an eye on what Australia are doing before they go attacking me. It's pretty hard for them to attack me though. It really is. I mean, there's getting an army across there very hard. They can't even target Falah from sea, so they'd have to come up here to target those with their navy. And they've got aliens that are helping me out basically, so yeah, it's all difficult. Right, the Brazilian armor's down here. Luckily it hasn't gone for that. Good. That is also now available to trade, so I need to get another trade route. Right, 3 turns for that. Or something else. Okay. Right, so this is coming down south for the 1 more turn. Okay, so found Shackleton. We should be able to trade with them now. Okay, trade vessel. Swap you to as what? And also add another one in there. I really don't know if there's a point in making vessels anymore because they are more expensive than these, but I'm playing it safe basically by making these. I got a feeling that it doesn't matter actually. At least once you've got that tech. Okay, so what am I doing here? Can be done in a turn. Yeah, why not? Do that. Okay, Falah. Once both of these get to pop 10, I might cancel my agreement with Polystrade. I haven't decided yet. Right, so there's a worker and a list here, so I guess I shouldn't make a worker, although I kind of prefer this to make a worker and that now, arguably. Auto plant's pretty important. There's no copper around here for that. Farmer lab, that's probably the one I want, since health is so bad. So it's on 3. This is local health as well. You can't have more health within the city than it has population, so you have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so next turn. I actually want to make a submarine relatively soon because I think it's Polystrade who has a trait for the strongest unit with strength wise, and yeah, here we go. This is exactly it here.